my life. Vulnerability saved my life. Matt Wandison.
I got the feedback from the first, second, and third hired managers. Now only the fourth remained. The fourth was my future boss. The fourth held all the power. The fourth is who I had went over. Leaning back in his chair, he looked me straight in the eyes and said, "You seem fake." Before I had a chance to respond, the other managers got up and left, my future following behind. Let me back up a second. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, being vulnerable can be terrifying. Everyone who spoke or is going to speak tonight is demonstrating this or feeling this. If you're on a first date, I'm pretty sure you felt vulnerable at that moment. Or if on a job interview, you felt it at that moment as well. Tonight, I want to talk about how vulnerability is the best way to connect. Vulnerability saved my life. Let me tell you how. My story starts with moving here to Utah from Wisconsin. My girlfriend Bailey, a paleontologist, was super excited to start excavating some bones. And I fancied me some of the amazing geology out here myself. I got myself a job, got her apartment. Get a job? Check. Get an apartment? Check. Get that apartment by a park, so Bailey's buy a lot of dogs? Also check. We were in Utah, we were happy and ready to make it happen. As soon as opportunity greeted us, life seemingly slammed the door shut. That job I got quickly turned into me being laid off. Bailey couldn't find steady work, and that apartment that seemed so lovely was quickly turned into a game show of how fast can you go broke? You ever feel that you hit rock bottom and you just keep going lower? We burned through all the money we had by making this crazy concoction of a sundae. This sundae included a scoop of burning all my money, a drizzle of running out of benefits, and a sprinkle of not calling a place to call home. Just when we got our cherry on top. Bailey's two non-biological sisters died in a boating accident. You mix unemployment, nowhere to live, and losing two people that you grew up with, you lose a lot of hope. I told Bailey I wanted to move back, get my old job, but she wanted to stay. We wanted to be together, but we couldn't find a mutual path. That was until I got an interview with a huge dreamlike company. Guys, the stakes were basically get the job, keep your girl, or lose the job, go back to Wisconsin alone. No pressure. I get into the interview and it's a group of four. I present on my qualifications, what I've done in the past professionally. With head nods and smiles, seemingly doing a good job. That's when the fourth manager chimed in. You seem fake. As the managers left, an eerie silence filled the room. As only he and I remained. Matt, all your accomplishments sound nice, but we hired people here. Do you understand? Why does Matt want this job? There it was. Last chance, last opportunity to make this work. How? I had to be vulnerable. I told them that we went through my grandparents' funds they left for me for a wedding. I told them that we were currently living in a tent up on a mountain. I told them that this job depended on me keeping a relationship. It felt so weird, felt so uncomfortable being that transparent with the biggest moment of your professional career. Too much info? No, it was just right. I got that job. Not only did I get that job, but I was promoted within 2 months working there. I got to travel to New York, LA, Vegas, and got some stability back into that bank account. Bailey got herself a job, and she's getting connected in the paleo field. We survived the relationship death race, and we got to travel to places like the Grand Canyon. And our love is more deep than that canyon. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, being vulnerable is terrifying. I can see why in a moment that life will hit you, and if I would have acted professional and just kept at that level, I would never have connected with the fourth man. It is common not to let people in. It seems impractical to let people in. It seems unimportant to let people in. Most of all, it feels uncomfortable to let people in. But do you want to live commonly? In the beginning of my speech, I said we were going to experience vulnerability if you're on a first date or at a job and while speaking. Did you feel that? Did you feel how we connected as an audience and a speaker? Right now, we've experienced how vulnerability connects. Toastmasters, when you're able to connect, when you're able to let your guard down, you are going to take that next step. Because you might say, Matt, what if it doesn't work? What if I get laughed at? I can tell you this. People want to connect, and people want authenticity. There's going to come a moment in your life where it is paramount that you let this happen, that you let your guard down so they can come in. Vulnerability saved the life I love. It is up to you to do the same, so one day it can save yours.